Hello, WatchandCeee family. Mary Elizabeth Mahoney was the first African American nurse. She was born in 1845 and she passed away in 1926. She was the first African American to graduate from the nursing school at New England Hospital for Women and Children in 1879 at the age of 34. According to Wikipedia, after receiving her nursing diploma, Mahoney worked for many years as a private care nurse, earning a distinguished reputation. She worked for predominantly white wealthy families. Majority of her work with new mothers and newborns had been done in New Jersey, with the occasional travel to other states. Families who employed Mahoney praised her efficiency in her nursing profession. Mahoney's professionalism helped raise the status and standards of all nurses, especially minorities. Mahoney was known for her skills and preparedness. As Mahoney's reputation quickly spread, Mahoney received private duty nursing requests from patients in states in the North and Southeast coast. One of many goals that Mahoney had hope of achieving was to change the way patients and families thought of minority nurses. Mahoney helped to abolish any discrimination in the nursing field. Being an African American in a predominantly white society, she often experienced discrimination as an African American woman. From 1911 to 1912, Mahoney served as director of the Howard Colored Orphan Asylum for Black Children in Kings Park, Long Island, New York. The asylum served as a home for freed colored children and the colored elderly. This institution was ran by African Americans. Here, Mary Elizabeth Mahoney finished her care and her career helping people and using their knowledge however she knew best. In 1896, Mahoney became one of the original members of a predominantly white Nursing Associated alumni of the United States and Canada, which later became the American Nurses Association. In the early 1900s, the American Nurses Association didn't welcome African American nurses into their association. In response, Mahoney co-founded a new, more welcoming Nurses Association with the help of Martha Franklin and Abda B. Thomas. In 1908, she became co-founder of the National Association of Colored Graduate Nurses. This association didn't discriminate against anyone and aimed to support and congratulate the accomplishments of all outstanding nurses and to eliminate racial discrimination in the nursing community. The association also strived to commemorate minority nurses on their accomplishments in the registered nursing field. In retirement, Mahoney was still considered with women's equality and a strong supporter of women's suffrage. She actively participated in the advancement of civil rights in the United States. In 1920, after women's suffrage was archived in the United States, Mahoney was among the first women in Boston to register to vote. In 1923, Mahoney was diagnosed for breast cancer and battled the illness for 3 years until she passed away on January 4, 1926, at the age of 80. Her grave is located in Woodland Cemetery in Everest, Massachusetts. In 1968, Helen Sullivan Miller, a recipient of the Mary E. Mahoney Medal, superhead a drive to establish a proper monument. In recognition of her outstanding example to nurses of all races, The NACGN established the Mary Mahoney Award in 1936. When merged with the American Nurses Association in 1951, the award was continued. Today, the Mary Mahoney Award is best owned by the ANA in recognition of significant contributions and advancing equal opportunities in nursing for members of minority groups. Mahoney was inducted into the American Nurses Association Hall of Fame in 1976. She was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame in 1993. This is a Black History fact and Black History memory for Mary Elizabeth Mahoney, first African American nurse. Thank you for listening and watching. And if you enjoy my content, share, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you are informed on every new video that I release.